The chop breakdown, my hand in my opponent's crotch, deep in that crotch, and I want to really emphasize dropping that shoulder, really controlling that guy's hips, really taking, if I'm chopping with my right arm tight waist guy, I'm going to take Robert's hip over that shoulder rather than chop the arm into my hand. I want to take this hip toward that hand, okay? So I do that by my back leg, my chest and back, lower back, getting on him properly. My back leg really working up Robert's butt, really bumping that weight forward, and I'm doing it with my arm. So my arm, in essence, is pulling his hip into my leg. That way I don't lose him, okay? So his hip is in between my back knee, which is up his rear, and my hand in his crotch. And that's tough. That's tough for the guy to elevate, and that's tough for the guy to roll. Now, I simply pivot on my knee, which is next position I'll show here, but to get this hand, I don't want to chop that hand in. I want to take Robert's hips, continue to pivot on my knee until I get that wrist right. Okay, to get another view of this, I want to make sure that you guys can clearly understand. I want to take Robert in a 3/4 circle, and I want to pivot on that knee, my knee that's down, but my back knee's working, along with obviously my deep waist hand into his crotch, and I'm going to pivot Robert over his left shoulder. If I'm a right-hand tight waist guy, you can pick it up from here and kind of understand as I demonstrate and pivot on my left knee. I take Robert in a 3/4 circle, and you can see how I can get that wrist easily, always pulling that wrist across his body to his far hip rather than up here. Good guys can peel their arm and shift and scrape there, as Robert did. I want to peel down to that wrist, and we'll get into that later here. But I really can work a lot of things once I get this wrist, once I control that guy's hips.